Shifting gears, South Korea's central bank has hiked the benchmark interest rate, ending its wait-and-see approach to determine if the local economy could withstand the move. But as our Kim Ji-yeon reports, the rate increase could exacerbate the country's massive household debt problem.
The Bank of Korea raised the benchmark interest rate by 1/4 of a percentage point to 1.5%, the first rate hike in 6 years and 5 months. It puts an end to the record low key rate of 1.25% that the BOK has been maintaining since June last year. The bank's rate hike decision comes despite heightened geopolitical tensions stemming from North Korea's recent missile tests earlier this week. The decision to raise rates is mainly attributed to the fast recovery pace of the South Korean economy and takes into account various external factors, including mounting expectations that the U.S. Federal Reserve will raise rates again in December. South Korea's GDP growth in the third quarter of this year grew at the fast pace of 1.4% on booming exports, and consumer sentiment reached its highest level in almost 7 years in November as relations between South Korea and China improved. Despite the optimism projected by Korea's central bank, local experts raised concerns that the rate hike would increase the burden of the $1.3 trillion household debt, since it would severely affect homeowners' ability to repay their debts and raise the risk of people defaulting on their housing loans.
Despite the series of government measures that were unveiled earlier this year, the increase in Korea's household debt is showing no signs of waning. A rate hike could put a strain to those who have to pay more in interest payments, which means less spending power and thus prolonging sluggish domestic consumption.
The experts said now the focus is on how fast the BOK will raise rates again next year, which is expected to depend on the recovery pace of the local economy, housing market trends, and further rate hikes from the U.S. Federal Reserve. Last month, the BOK said it projected Asia's fourth largest economy to grow 2.9% next year. Kim Ji-yeon, Arirang News.